So, Jess, can you see if we've got, I think Avish Island is open for close. We've got a couple close ones. Thank you.
Hi, y'all. I didn't think I'd have to come back here and ask again about live stream, but hi, I'm back here asking again about live stream. We're not getting it. I was downstate for Thanksgiving, and I tuned in, and it was at the Hessel meeting, and I understand, I guess, that there was some technical difficulties, and I think the meeting before that also. It's not coming through. I don't blame Russ. I blame you guys. So what's going on with live stream or Ustream?
Can't get anything at Hessel.
Can I make a
Lana?
Can I make a comment here?
Sure.
Just for a factual statement. It was scheduled to be on the agenda for a presentation in Hessel, or was it in Hessel? Anyways, we had I guess that the communications department does have a plan. Am I correct, Aaron?
Yes.
The 24th. Yep.
And the 24th, it was scheduled for it to be presented to us. That didn't happen, so we have to reschedule it. But in the meantime, since you've been hounding a lot,
I do hound a lot.
we did find a resolution in 2014 that appropriated $22,719 to the communications newspaper, and I'm not sure what this presentation entails for what we're going to need for equipment, but I don't know what that was for. So I'm thinking that
What's the number again?
Money.
it
Money
was
September 23rd, 24th.
no. She wants the date of the resolution.
The number.
It goes with this meeting. The number, I can tell you, is, and this was on our
178.
website. I just pulled it up from our website.
178. 2014 178. And I thought that $22,000 we appropriated was for some kind of equipment. I could be wrong, but my point was to you is that it was scheduled to be on the agenda. It got taken off because due to time, and it needs to be put back on. So, and I just asked Rust about it too, and I didn't know when he was going to be back on for it.
Which is why we pulled
So any money that's appropriated in one fiscal year that's not carried forward is null and void.
Right, but still, the point is, I'd still like to know what we do with that money. So,
Me too.
What we do with the money, any money that's unexpended goes into
Okay.
it just isn't spent. I mean, it doesn't sit somewhere. We don't escrow it, we don't put it on a balance sheet.
It didn't go into getting any new equipment though, right?
No.
Obviously. So,
Obviously.
are we doing another year of not worrying about live stream
I
again?
think, so it's proposed, no editorials on this, it's proposed to come back in front of the board with the full cost.
Okay. Okay, so if it doesn't, I'll be here, I got nothing but time on my hands.
Okay.
Okay, my next thing is, you guys are voting on raises for your casino workers. I don't work at the casino, but you guys know you got to give them something, so that's all I got to say on that. And my next thing is, my aunt came home today, Denny, and told me that you told her that there was a casino down in Detroit that had a non-smoking floor and they're losing their shirt on it. It's not true.
Okay.
So, my thing is that a perfect idea to me would take Hessel, make it non-smoking. You guys are going to make money if you do a non-smoking casino. Well,
I love it.
come on, we fish, we
well,
hunt, we drink.
Hassel's small, and you could probably clean that up. It's the smallest one to clean up. Bus people over there. This casino
Walking
stinks.
into that casino.
Down here.
I like the idea.
Right.
Well, it's small. It's between the two. You could bus people. People will pay to go to a non-smoking casino. It stinks in here when you walk in. I used to be a smoker, and I would go to Hassel. But you guys got to do something with the air things in here. It's horrible. It stinks.
We do.
It's awful. It's awful.
If you want to field questions, you at the risk of running out of time.
No, I'm out of questions. I was.
No, you have. Oh no, yeah, I guess you did. Okay, Catherine.
I just want to say that we did get a presentation from Kuwaitan, and it might even be in their capital expenditure budget if we can get it passed, to put the glass doors in between the Dreamcatcher restaurant as you go on to that, and make this side, including up here, smoke-free. And I was just at Boy Sport over in Minnesota at their casino, and they've done that with the glass doors, and it was quite lovely.
They have a casino in Ohio that's completely smoke-free.
Quite lovely. And I smoked. I mean, it was no big deal. You could really tell a
Smoke breaks for the
difference.
board is going to take it out.
If you want a cigarette, get out of
I'm
the
gonna
gaming
go.
floor and pull and use the flush.
Yeah. I mean, even that glass one was something, and then you guys made that smoking. So.
Catherine.
Yay, I'm going to put you on my team because CDC, they have a lot of information on casinos that have done such, and they are making money.
They do make money.
Angie, we had a
they're
offer
gonna send
for
that
all
information
expenses
to
to be
us.
paid for any board members to go to the Pachanga Casino, which is smoke-free, and no one went. All expenses paid.
I'll go.
They canceled it because it is now smoke, they now have smoking.
What?
Yes.
Smoking if you got
You gotta say it with the cancer throat.
Smoking if you got
Okay. Wait.
It's the wave of the future. Yes, it is.
We can stop smoking nowadays.
Okay, remember 5 minutes. Please don't attack any staff.
It's the same old issue again. The trout in Lake Michigan when we had it closed here. I have a real question is because I cannot figure out in the life of me, because we border the state of Wisconsin, and Wisconsin's got a commercial fishery with gill nets, and they don't have a TAC or a code on lake trout. And I just don't understand how are they doing it if they don't have throwback on their trout like we do. I just can't figure that one out. You know, because this is what's hurting us the most right now is this throwback weight. And how is another state that borders us doing this? Because they don't have a TAC where they can take their fish away from them over it, but they still have a gill net fishery. And the next thing is, I know it's like harping on a thing, but this dress weight on these fish, 25%. You know, we need to look into this a little bit harder, because we wouldn't have been in this penalty phase at all even if we would have saved that 10 points. We wouldn't be in any of this. You know, even if we saved 7 points for 2014, we probably wouldn't have been in such shape we are in. 2013, you know, it would have eliminated most of it. You know, the next thing when it comes to this is, you know, we heard a lot about where it's a couple fishermen and this and this and that. But what people got to realize, the area where these fish are being planted now are on the north side of Hog Island and stuff, outside of the trout refuge, on whitefish spawning grounds. This is why these couple guys, why they're having so much trouble with these trout, because the trout are being planted right on top of the whitefish spawning grounds outside of the trout refuge. And, you know, we really need to start really taking some really hard looks at what is truly happening here, instead of just pointing the fingers at the fishermen. We need, you know, as a tribe and a tribal effort from all 5 tribes, because there's different, you know, like when it comes to this stuff with the bag limit and stuff like that, there was a lot of different proposals out there. You know, there just wasn't that one proposal, you know, and there was a lot of different ways we could have went at this. Because what everybody's losing in the thing, we did give up where we can't have, go out there and if you happen to get lucky and get a ton of trout, you could keep the trout. And now where we got to throw them back and then count them. And it's kind of a waste of a resource, in my opinion, because since they're planting 3 times as many of them anyway, and they're not native trout, and that's part of the reconsideration. They're not the native strain. There are different strains and stuff. They're not the native strain. what the agreement says we're supposed to be planting to get these numbers. You know, I brought up about the lamprey eel already, so I don't want to keep on harping on the same thing over and over. But, you know, I just, you know, when you guys are down at Cora, you know, these different things got to be looked into.
Okay. Thank you. Janet Lydell. Oh, good deal. You're not
Hi,
asking
everybody.
for a legal update. I'm glad because John's not here.
Yeah, John's not here, so I can't
Thank
get a
you.
legal update. I'll spare Courtney. My concerns are the budgets that are up tonight to be voted on. I'm hoping that my board will pass the budgets because we have operations that have to go forward. And without their votes, you're putting our monies at risk. That's my first concern. And I know you're going to do the right thing. I have confidence in that.
Thank you.
My
Janet.
second
Couldn't
one.
have paid you to say it any better.
My second one is the raises for the employees, the COLA, okay? It's very important. All of our employees are valuable. It's long overdue, and we all know this. And I'm sure you aren't going to have a problem doing any of that either. As for the bonuses, I don't know whether we can afford it or not, but if we can, by all means, give them something. But be fair to everyone. And that's all I'm asking you to do. Not asking for a whole lot, but thanks.
Thank you, Janet. Yeah,
Be fair to everybody.
Okay. Did you guys do any reconciliation yet? Well, you had it. Okay, next is Jackie. Jackie.
I think I wanted to address the streets on McGizzy Court. I have to tell you that it really, really looks nice. I complained about it and everything. The only thing is still that street light. When you walk down there, the kids go down. I think they have a bus stop down in the corner now of Shunk and Shamano, but they really did a good job. So I have to tell them, and Wendy and other people around there at different times and talking. It's strange how the culvert's gone in, and now I live like on a peninsula, but they said next year they're going to be doing something else. But anyway, it looks nice.
So the
Really
street
nice.
light is a city issue, right?
It is so dark down there.
Is it a broken street light or the absence of a street light?
It really, and in winter they get that bus, and I'm just.
No, it's an appropriations. The city has to put one there.
Do you want me to call the city? I'll call the
Yeah,
city.
we have done that.
Do you want me to?
We have to pay for it.
I will.
Yeah,
I have
we
no
can use
problem
2%.
calling the city.
No, but it's a leopard job, they get 2%. That's right, you're the dog, right? I'll tell you.
I thought she was offering 2% help.
Well, you know what I meant.
She's offering her that offering you
You get a dog, make the call.
My other issue is I was walking through the casino the other day, and this guy got burned really bad, second degree burns at the deli. And there was nobody running around helping him. But then a guard went down and did something, and we walked back and forth, and I looked, and they were waiting for a taxi to take him somewhere. Isn't there some kind of a plan of action to help somebody if they get hurt?
Was it a customer or a client?
No, it was a worker.
A worker.
He works at the deli. So I was just curious as to,
What day was this?
I want to think it was last night.
That's what?
Last night or the night before last?
Last night?
Yeah, last
The
night.
night before, she said.
So Sunday,
I could tell you
Monday
his
night.
name in private if you wanted, but I don't
Yeah,
want to say his
please,
name.
in private.
But I was just curious because he's got a big thing on his arm. He was dealing with grease and that, So I was just curious. There was a security guard finally came down with some kind of a bag, but I didn't see any kind of, you know what I mean?
Okay.
No.
We'll check into it. If you can give me the name, give Jessica the name and then we'll follow up.
Okay. And,
I'll give a report back to the board, hopefully tomorrow.
okay. And although it's not on my list, I want to tell you that last year, New Orleans, Louisiana passed a no smoking law in the city, including Harrah's Casino, which is like 3 blocks long. They fought it in court and they lost. And you can go in racetracks, bars, casinos, and there's no smoking, and they make millions of dollars. Just wanted to tell you that.
Thank you. Okay, we have 2 closed session items, and then we'll come back and rotate to people who've already addressed the board for their the items that they ran out of time for. So the first person will be Barb. I think we're going to the Nevish Island room, which is right there, right around the corner. Yeah, please. Oh, and later when we come back, we are going to be selling tickets for the $500 shopping spree. First prize, second prize is $300, third prize is $200. All the proceeds go for the children's Christmas party. They are $5 a ticket.